you all are doing well, still need to shave, but I did want to do this video here and there, mute my TV. Sorry about that. Watching ESPN First Take, but I want to do my review here for This Is Us Season 3, Número 3. Season Número 3, Episode Número 3. Season 3, Episode 3. There we go. Let's get right into it. I got a lot of videos to do today. I don't know if people can see on my channel all the created Google Hangouts, all my videos prepared and ready to go. So whenever I feel like it today or tomorrow, whenever, as long as I get these videos done by the end of the week, that's my own deadline. I like to have these videos done, within the weeks. That's the schedule for the week. So that's my own deadline of myself as my own boss thing. In the end, it's not a terrible thing if one accidentally gets into next week and I'm doing it Monday morning, but I think I'll be able to get the rest of the videos done because I got this one. This Is Us review. I've got Aladdin teaser trailer for the live action version of Aladdin, which I'm a little apprehensive of. I'm looking forward to, yes, but apprehensive of just as much as I was for Beauty and the Beast or will be for Lion King. Like, how are they going to do better or even do at all what was already great in the animated version and the animated characters and looks and designs and this and that and all that other stuff. But hey, Beauty and the Beast turned out to be pretty dang good. I enjoyed it for what that was. So hopefully the same will be for Aladdin. So the Aladdin teaser trailer. This is us Season 3, Episode 3 review that I'm doing right now here. Or will be here soon. So those two. Then I have Last Man Standing next episode, Episode 3. That will be airing tonight and I might be doing the review later tonight. Also, which is not going to be a video, but I have my game to continue to do Whodunit at 2018 Whodunit on Twitter. I'll be doing a video about that game before playing the game. I'll be talking about the game and what it's about and how I'm doing, and might share one of the past cases, like, to give you an example, like just stuff like that of how the game works. Show you one of my notes from a past case, not the current one, of course. And we'll go from there. I apologize for my voice. I got over my cold and flu that I had since last Wednesday, but it's still affecting my voice in a little bit of way. So, yeah. Anyways, so there's that one as well. Let's go over that again. I got I'm doing a video here shortly. My predictions for Impact Wrestling Bound for Glory pay-per-view event. This Is Us review and theory, Season 3, Episode 3, which I'm doing right now here. Last Man Standing, Season 7, Episode 3. Disney Aladdin, teaser trailer reaction. And Twitter game, Whodunit. What it be, and now on week 6 of action. So those are the videos that I have created for Google Hangouts, and those are the videos I hope to do by the end of today. If at least, very least by Sunday at noon, because I want to be able to watch my NFL games. Though the Packers, Green Bay Packers here, don't play till Monday night for Monday Night Football up against Monday Night Raw, WWE. All right, so anyways, I just wanted to share that, get that all out of the way, because why not share that? Because I don't know. I don't know if you guys, gals, men and women, are able to see my created Google Hangouts that will be happening throughout the week. I think you can. I don't know. I'm sure by hook or by crook, someone will be able to find those, but I just wanted to share it. Just in case you can't, or you're just too lazy or could care less to find out, I'll just tell you. Make it easier. Save you a couple minutes or seconds in doing things. Which, hey, I sometimes greatly appreciate when other YouTubers do that for me. It helps out. And then sometimes I even still check. But either way, let's go on. Let's talk about this. Finally, finish all that rambling there. For those that didn't want to hear that rambling, I guess you can fast forward to this part. Starting 3, 2, 1. All right, let's talk about This Is Us. This is Us Season 3, Episode 3. Another good episode, I certainly would say. And there's a lot going on in Tuesday's episode of This Is Us. So let's take a minute to try and process it all. Kate had her IVF procedure, and while under anesthesia, she experienced a pretty emotional dream featuring both Jack and her own young self. Randall made a huge decision about her professional future, which unfortunately coincided with Beth getting laid off from her job. And in the 1970s timeline, which that's what I thought, Rebecca finds her way back to Jack, despite a brief interruption from Al. And we begin to see some of the reasons they're so drawn to each other, just like in the main, or not main episode, but in the season premiere of the love story of how they met at the fair, the first date, all that other cute, adorable stuff. Like I said, I see myself in Jack, in some of his personality, at least from what I saw from the premiere and what I've been catching up on the series. This is a pretty dang good show. Here we go. Here are several important moments you may have missed from the episode that I noticed when I was watching. Jack and Rebecca's home lives mirror each other. The episode's opening sequence shows us that both Jack and Rebecca grew up in homes that suffocated them for some of the same reasons. Both their mothers are completely submissive to their husbands, and while Rebecca's father doesn't seem abusive like Jack's father, her mother's entire day revolves around waiting for him to come home. Rebecca doesn't want to be a housewife like her mom and is clearly frustrated by the gender roles she encounters in her 1960s upbringing. During a cooking class at school, she sneaks into woodworking class with the boys instead, which is where she meets Alan, the mustache man who showed up at her door in the season premiere. Rebecca and Alan dated for 3 years, and his parents became a bit of a surrogate family to Rebecca, who lacked role models in her own household. When Jack tells Rebecca his dream is to have a house that feels nothing like the one I grew up in, Rebecca is clearly moved because she can relate, and because of that and other reasons, they are truly soulmates, indeed. Now moving next on, Beth, Toby, and Miguel have a group text. It's totally gifts, but sometimes we talk about how messed up y'all are. Beth tells us Jack Randall. This sounds like a pretty delightful extension of the scene from season 2 where the 3+1s is raided at a bar near Kevin's rehab facility. What's it going to take for us to see some of these group texts on the screen? Yeah, see what's really being said there. Again, these are just things that were missed, or may have been missed. Then again, diehard fans, though I'm just coming into it, would already know most of these things, but I share and care. Milo Indiana and Chrissy Metz, the actor and actress, shared their first scene together. I gave Jack and Grace's incredible father-daughter bond. It was just as heartbreaking as you'd expect. When Jack called her Katie girl, you could almost hear viewers collectively sob. For obvious reasons, Jack doesn't share a lot of screen time with his adult children, but thanks to dream sequences and hallucinations, there are rare exceptions. Remember, though, back in season 1, it was while Randall was accidentally under the influence of mushrooms at the cabin. In season 2, it was while Kevin was under prescription drugs at his alma mater event. And here, it was Katie being under anesthesia for her IVF procedure. Her dream also gave all 3 of the on-screen Kates, Matt Sanzango and Mackenzie Haskanowski, the chance to act together as Kate wrestles with her own fears about having children. Dun, dun, dun. So that was actually a cool nugget that I even learned myself. There's a reference to one of season 1's most emotional scenes. Remember when Kevin abandoned his play on opening night to run across town and comfort Randall during his breakdown? Well, but assume you would do. It was one of those standout tearjerker moments of the first season, and in tonight's episode, or Tuesday night's episode, as I hear, we see a glimpse of that aftermath of that moment. As Beth Williamson anxiously talking in the kitchen, and I quoted, Kevin had raced out to play to go find him, Beth says. Before admitting, I don't think I can get him through this again, William reassures her that she can, because she's the best. She's the best in the jazz quartets of their relationship. The solo gets all the glory, he says, but the bass, dang it, because she's the bass. I don't know why I said bass. I'm thinking fishing for some reason. I apologize. But the bass is the root of the music, the foundation that holds everything together. The title of the episode, in which Kevin runs to Randall, Jack Pearson's son, also got a direct call out tonight. A call out shout out when Kevin sends an email to one of Jack's war buddies entitled From Jack Pearson's Son. Right before Kevin makes the decision to put Randall's needs ahead of his play, he says that he's thinking about what his dad would do. So many feelings. Like, seriously, Jack is awesome, and I'm a little bit like Jack, and I hope to find my Rebecca. I really do. Let alone, well, maybe her name is Rebecca. I don't know, but I just, like I said, I connect with him. Sorry about the camera. I connect with Jack, like I really do, and so I feel there. Anyways, has played himself. Kevin's acting career offers plenty of opportunities for media cameos. He was previously interviewed by Katie Couric, Everything in a Dream, albeit in a dream, but this fresh air interview with Terry Gross is very much real and ends up propelling Kevin in a new direction. When Gross asked if he drew on his father's military experience for his role in the Ron Howard movie, Kevin realizes that he doesn't even know where Jack served, which much less what his experience is like. This prompts him to make a Homeland-style cork board to assemble clues about Jack's time in Vietnam and to start reaching out to people who might have served with him. Kevin builds a lot of plans where Jack is already a big part of the show's mythology. Jack takes Kevin to buy a model plane to build in a flashback and uncharacteristically yells at uncharacteristically, if I can speak. You know, I'm reading my notes, you would think I can speak. He yells at him when Kevin starts playing with toy guns and grenades. Later, he explains to Kevin that because he was in a real war where a lot of people got hurt, this isn't a fun game for him to play, which I would certainly understand that as a military veteran myself. Although we haven't seen much of the monoplanes in flashbacks, they were first mentioned early in season 1 when Kevin crashes a funeral, thanks to Olivia, and begins talking to the widow about Jack. I used to pick the most complex ones, he said, recalling how he used to build monoplanes with Jack because they took the longest. I was one of 3 kids, so you really had to strategize to keep your alone time with that. He threw away all of his toy planes after Jack died, which originally sparked a fan theory that Jack might have died in a plane crash, but that has since been debunked. Indeed, but still the question is how. I mean, it's the same thing that fans of MLP, FIM are still trying to figure out with Applejack's parents. Like, we know they passed away. But how? Will they ever tell us? Now that's a pure PG show because it's for kids, but here it's different with This Is Awesome. But either way, I got to know. Or at least I really want to know. I don't really have to know, but I want to know in both situations and here as well. Because like I said, I connect with Jack. I connect even more with him and that character. That personality, because that's my personality, in a sense. Not everything, but most. I have a lot to offer. I feel like I could be a good catch. This and that and whatever, but other circumstances, I'm not going to be. But, anyway. Anyways, that's about me. Let's continue talking about this show. This most recent episode, Jack and Rebecca might have had a stint on the West Coast. Maybe. Rebecca thankfully comes to her senses by the end of this episode and figures out that her feelings for Jack, after only 4 hours together, are too strong to ignore, while Alan belongs in her past. She tracks Jack down at his mom's friend's house to tell him so, and they slip pretty obviously into a domestic scene together as they wash and dry dishes. But Rebecca's not giving up on her dreams. On her dream just yet, and asks Jack if he'll take a drive with her all the way to LA. We don't know much about Jack and Rebecca's life before her pregnancy, So it's totally possible that they spend some time living out in LA while Rebecca pursues a scene. In any case, Rebecca being torn between LA and New York is a cute reference to how much time the show spends jumping between the two coasts. Wow. Sorry about that. Randall is officially running for office. There we go. Randall tries yet again to get the city councilman to repair the rec center, reminding him that a lot of residents are counting on him. But it's clear that the councilman Brown's priorities are elsewhere, and that he's grown complacent. The final straw is getting mugged and beaten in one of the poorly lit streets near the rec center. We have to do something about this, Randall says, and she responds, then do something. Later, Randall confirms to Beth that he's thinking of running against Brown, right before she tells him that she just got fired. What does this mean for Randall's political ambitions, especially in light of Williams' warning to Beth about not always letting Randall be the soloist? Guess we'll have to see what happens next week in that regard. Yeah, not to be the soloist, but still in the relationship, I think it would be best for Randall, especially in this situation, want to do something better, do something about it, which sent herself, or just in there, whatever. Go ahead and make that difference, make that change. There you go. But that is it for this episode. Another review of this episode, a pretty good one. A lot of thinking, continuing on the theories of what's all going on. And yeah. Not too much really else to say. Just to say, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of my other videos that I'm doing this week. Welcome to check them all out. Welcome to like the video, comment, subscribe, all that other fun jazz as well. I'll see you guys in my next video coming up soon. Enjoy the rest of the day. Enjoy the weather in your area. And above all else, as always, take care.